Hi everyone and welcome to Display Repair. If you suspect that you have a problem with the ground connection on your car, the first step to solving that problem is to know where those connections actually are. There are various locations around the car, and in this video we'll show you the most common ones. Also, the basic principle of this video applies to almost all cars out there, so stay tuned. DisplayRepair.com. Be sure to visit us at our website DisplayRepair.com, where you can find more useful car and driving tips. If you have problems with the ground connection, we recommend watching one of our previous videos where we talk about this problem in detail and also offer some solutions. The link is in the corner of this video and in the video description. Now, the first thing you should know is the basic layout of ground connections on almost any car. When you know this, you've essentially solved half of the problem. The basic layout is: from the minus battery clamp, a thick cable goes to the car body or chassis. From the body or chassis, a thick cable or strut is connected to the engine. These two connections are the most important, and if they are faulty, none of the other ground connections will work properly. Next, you have multiple points on the car body for ground connections. In most cases, they look like studs welded onto the car body. Their locations depend on the car's electric installation, and some of them are hidden inside the passenger cabin under plastic trimming, carpets, or else. All of these connections are held in place usually by a 10 or 13 mm screw or nut with washers. It may be bigger or smaller depending on the car. Also, most of these cables are either black or brown colored. Think of the whole ground connection as one single uninterrupted connection going through the whole car. Now to get to the point of this video, and that is how to find the connections. The connection from the minus battery clamp to the car body is obvious. You'll find it easily. Just start with the battery clamp, follow the thick cable from it, and you'll find the connection on the body. The connection from the body or chassis to the engine can be a bit tricky, since lots of times it's hidden and you may have to go under the car in some cases. Lots of times this connection is right beside or very near the previously mentioned one that comes from the battery clamp. So just follow the thick black cable from the battery clamp to the body connection. If it's not there, it's usually in the vicinity. This ground connection will be in the form of either a thick cable or a wide copper braid, also known as a strap. Also know that it may be bolted to the transmission housing instead of the engine. There may also be multiple ground connections to the engine in various places. Sometimes these connections are harder to find, especially in a cramped engine bay, so have some patience, some good lighting, and you'll eventually find it for sure. Regarding the connections on the car body, our recommendation is to find technical data for your car, and there you'll find the precise locations. The main reason we recommend this is that these connections are scattered around the engine bay, but are also hidden under carpets and trimming inside the passenger cabin. It can be very challenging to find them, and it often demands lots of dismantling. When you know the exact locations, it's much less work to find them, and you'll have much less risk of breaking something in the interior. If you don't have any technical data available, the best thing we can recommend is searching in places like the driver's and co-driver's footwell, near the A-pillar, behind various parts of plastic trimming in the trunk, under the plastic center console, near the fuse box, and so on. But to be honest, this is just a wild goose chase, and it's best to avoid it. Finally, worth mentioning are the ground connections in the plastic connectors of each device. These can also easily malfunction due to physical damage, overheating, material fatigue, filth, and rust. If they are faulty, they will cause all sorts of ground problems. One of them we've described in one of our previous videos about a blinking tail lamp. We'll leave a link in the corner and in the video description, so if you're interested you can take a look. This video also offers a solution to this kind of problem. Dear viewers, to conclude, if you know the basic layout of the ground connections, you will not have any problems finding them, especially the main ones. It's basically the same on any car. Nevertheless, before you start repairing, check the mentioned technical data or check on the internet for the exact locations of all the connections. There is an abundance of available information on this topic, so there's no need for tormenting yourself, losing time, or God forbid causing damage. If you don't have any technical data available, then you'll have to do it the old school way, by tracking the wiring installation, using logic, and having a bit of luck. This is a job that is oftentimes a needle in a haystack, especially for the smaller ground connections. In any case, keep the ground connections clean and tight. If they are not, you can get all sorts of freak electric problems that can lead you to losing money and time on repairs that didn't even have to be done in the first place. A bad ground connection is notorious for this. So that's it for this time. We hope this video helps. Please like and subscribe. It's a huge help for what we're doing. If you find the time, watch our other videos that should help you in having an easier life with your car. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.